the thing is the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
Great, is exciting. It allows off season to be cool. But bro, we've seen teams have success in the transfer portal and have that a hangover the next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these coaches are trying to figure it out. I think they're trying to figure out like the psychology of or the process of bringing guys in, putting them in front of guys, right? But you still need those guys that you put them in front of. After these guys, you just the work for hire leave the next year, and you got to figure out a balance in the recruiting and playing young guys and playing work for hire guys, and because dog like Michigan State, I always go back to Michigan State and Florida State has some success in the transfer portal the last 2 years, whatever. And it seems like a fix, but they're not figuring out how do you like they're not figuring out how you bounce back. Hayes, like Hayes, you was a coach, like how do you keep everything intact when something is happening in sports that's never happened before? Like unless it's the pros, right? Like yeah, you got a process, you got a board. Jimmy was the backup for 2 years, and then now it's all just getting shook up. And you got to keep dudes on board. You got to keep dudes. They got to, you know what I'm saying? They got to buy in. You got social media. Remember, Florida State almost had a goddamn what? That was 2 years ago on Twitter where them guys was telling me they were gonna leave. Oh, that was last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
dog.
like this.
And I
I'm
think
sorry,
they
go ahead.
haven't figured it out, bro.
Well, here's the problem, right? Ego gets in the way. I've always been a firm believer. If I don't know something, I don't know it. I would literally go call the most winning junior college head coach I could find and ask him. Because that's what they do. They get turned over every year. How do you
Yeah,
do it, sir?
that's a good one. Yeah,
How do you do it? I'll pick up the phone. Hey, bro, even if it's JB, I don't know if he's the most winning or successful. Hey, coach, man, look here. I'm walking through some water I ain't sure. I know you guys turn over a lot of players, semester wise, year in, year out. Some of them get plucked out of it. How do y'all do it? How do you keep them together? There's nothing wrong with that, bro. And see, that's the problem. Some people think they have it all figured out when they don't. Coach, if this don't work, you got a spot on my staff. Let's go. Just because guess what I'm gonna need? I'm gonna need that guy until I'm just trying to make a stock market reference. It's going like this. We don't know how it's working. It's going like this. So
right.
guess what it means?
Right,
I
right,
gotta
right.
find out when it's we doubling up. Slick Vic.
No, bro, no. You're right. You're right. Junior colleges, that's all it is transition.
That's it. The difference is money. That's the only difference. So all them junior colleges that may have shut down, I think Kansas shut down some of Kentucky is one of them states shut down the junior college. I would ask them dudes, how you do it? You need to think about it, you got unlimited coaches now.
Right.
Unlimited coaches. I would get the most experienced head coach. Now you may not be a coach, but you're gonna be my culture liaison. How about that?
Yeah.
Everybody else get crazy titles, so why not be the culture liaison?
Yeah, bro. I honestly think that that's a thing now, man. And um these coaches are they kind of striking out the ones that don't went hard in the transfer portal, and that Michigan State thing to me was crazy. It got them paid. It got both
Mm-hmm.
of them paid.
Mm-hmm.
So 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 maybe I'm being naive. maybe
Well, here's the thing, Street. Every school is doing it, I think, except Clemson. The difference is, I've always said this about the transfer portal. You got a bullet wound. The transfer portal is a band-aid. It's not stitches. Recruiting is stitches. Getting guys to come through your program is stitches. right? And some people gonna try to get on me about Miami, but I'm gonna straighten y'all in a second. The transfer portal to me is a band-aid. It's a place to plug holes where you may have be a little young or maybe not physically as gifted in that spot right there. The recruiting part, you get players to come up through your system. And we know that some will leave. I get it. But when you go to the transfer portal, and let's look at Miami. Let's look at Miami.
Okay.
Let's look at our transfer portal. We're talking about our major contributors right now after we looked at game one. Cam Ward, right?
It's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot. But what I'm saying is, look at the team. The center, a Band-Aid. The nucleus of the D-O line is there. What I'm saying, the majority of the guys are there, right?
That defense, boy, got a lot of them.
All right, but hold on, we're gonna go through it. Okay, let's look at now let's look at the receiver room. Sam Brown.
Sam Brown.
Other than that, everybody else was there, right?
Yeah, just Sam Brown.
The running back room, Damian Martinez, but Mark Fletcher. He's a Band-Aid for depth, I'm saying. Right. Even though he may start, but Mark Fletcher had just as many carries, maybe a hair more than Damian Martinez, right?
Right.
But it was a Band-Aid because Mark Fletcher was hurt. And I don't think Cristobal knew if he was going to be back or not. So now it becomes a plus. The tight end room, we didn't pick up any tight ends, did we?
No tight ends.
All right. On the defensive side, the D-line room, we lost a lot of players. We lost Nigel Kelly. We lost Jafari Harvey. We lost Harrison Hunt. So remember what I told you. When you lose that many players, you have to replace them, and the other guys are young. So it may seem like a stitches, but you had to replace those bodies to let the younger ones grow up.
Right.
Linebacker room, we got the young man from Louisville. Other than that, I'm trying to think who else.
Guy from Marshall, right?
Now, you're defensive line. I mean, I think they call him a linebacker, but
yeah. What is Tyler Barron? I still don't know what Tyler Barron is.
I'm saying you're Ian, bro. I mean,
they don't know what he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Then the DB side, we got Misha Powell. Who else did we pick? Misha Powell. Who else did we pick up?
We picked up the one guy from Vanderbilt, but then we let him go.
He at Colorado now.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he at Colorado. He actually started. He actually not started, but their safety got hurt. Like what's his name? Silman Craig, I believe. He got hurt like third, fourth play of the game, and then he came in and played for him. But yeah, shout out to him. I'm saying, who else do we have? I'm talking about from a starting perspective, not depth.
That's it.
That's it. In the previous year, we got Daryl Porter Jr. to fill a hole.
2 years ago, right?
Isaiah Taylor. Shout out to Jason Taylor's son. I mean, I'll take that. That's coach's son, but whatever. I'm cool with that. As a transfer.
Right.
Right. So when I look at it, we had a lot of holes, but we didn't form a team with those guys.
Well, what about the ends?
That's the D-line.
We got Barrow, Barron, right? We got Barrow, Barron.
Barrow, Barron.
You want to count Mesidor? Mesidor 2-3 years ago.
From 2 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to think, we didn't get Clark. Shout out to Kyle Branch. Clark.
Yeah, Clark, right?
So when I'm looking at and think about what we lost Nigel Kelly, Harrison Hunt. Who's the other one we lost? Come on, they all went to State Miami University.
Nigel Kelly, Harrison Hunt. You talking about this year? We lost the kid from Columbus. Oh, just this year? Okay.
Just this year. Harrison
Hunt.
Jafari Harvey's the name.
Jafari Harvey.
Jafari Harvey. Nigel Kelly.
And we lost our captain last year. Flag. Well, it's not D-line. It's not right.
We're linebacker, and then he graduated on, but that's fine. I think we're fine. So, well, let me tell you, I'm not even counting guys who graduated. I think you know in your mind where guys are going to graduate. I don't think you know if guys are going to hit the portal. You know,
Right.
unless whatever. Yeah, we lost Flag, but guess what? We replaced him with the line. We replaced Flag with who? We replaced Flag with the guy from Louisville.
Louisville.
But not a projected starter, a depth piece.
Right.
So that's just how I look at it, man. And people can take it for whatever they like. I'm no other fan base, but
you're saying that. So